Hey, Grand Rising. Happy Miracle Monday. We are back, y'all. I hope y'all had an amazing Father's Day. I hope y'all had a peaceful, rejuvenating weekend. I know I did. And that's what has inspired the topic for this morning. Listen, y'all ever be up meditating, right? You're up, it's early in the morning, you're meditating, and you know you're up, right? You know you're ready, but then out of nowhere, you find yourself asleep. Does that ever happen to y'all? Where you're awake, you're doing your thing, you're doing your spiritual work, and then like out of nowhere, you like realize, oh shit, I done fell asleep. Has that happened to y'all? That literally just happened to me this morning. I'm up, I'm ready, but I'm in my meditative bag. I'm thinking about what I have to share with y'all today. I am doing my regular morning routine, and out of nowhere, it's like sleep. It just hits you. The sleep just hits you, and you don't even see it coming. And then it's in those moments of like instant sleep. It's in those moments where you don't even realize that you fell asleep, that we have the craziest dreams. Like literally, I just had a crazy dream. I'm not gonna share the dream with y'all because I gotta decode it myself first. But literally, it's those moments. Listen, also, I'll say this. If you ever want to have a dream that reveals to you some unconscious fears, go to sleep on your back. I don't know if y'all ever seen this before or if you've ever experienced this before, but for me, whenever I fall asleep on my back, which is what just happened this morning, whenever I fall asleep on my back, that's when I have the most crazy or like spiritual or like deep dreams because it always reveals the chakras, okay? It always like not even the chakras, but it may reveal things to you that may be happening in the unseen realm that maybe you aren't really picking up on or recognizing. But grand rising to y'all. Hey true 911s or 911s. Hey Keon, hey Jay Muhammad, hey Jenny. Love y'all. Grand rising. Yeah, I don't know if there's something in the air, but definitely just this morning, I was in my meditation and I'm fully awake. Like, I don't feel sleepy. Like, even today, this morning, I feel like right now, I'm not as sleepy as I've been on past Mondays. So, I've gotten enough rest, I've gotten enough rejuvenation. But for some reason, like, literally, I'm meditating and I looked at my phone. I literally looked at my phone to see, to see how long I had to meditate before I had to get up. And I'm like, okay, it's six something. And then I'm in my meditation, I'm doing my thing, and I literally fell asleep for like 2 minutes, but the dream felt like it was like a full freaking day. So that's how deep things can get. I wonder what's happening in the skies right now. That's something that I need to research. Like, where's the moon at, right? Like, where's the moon at? I know a full moon is coming soon. I need to look at those things because that may say a lot. But anyways, Grand Rising, y'all. So, um, how was y'all's Father's Day? I want to send love and peace to people who have lost their fathers and who don't necessarily get to celebrate with them in the physical. I want to send love to all the men who are present in their children's lives and are deserving of that happy Father's Day. I want to send love to even mothers who have had to, and I know a lot of men and women don't like hearing this, but it's true for so many women who've had to raise their children alone. I want to send love out to y'all as well. And, ooh, yeah, I just send y'all love and wholeness and peace and appreciation, no matter what your situation is as a father, or even if you're a father and for whatever reason you haven't been able to be as present with your children, maybe because of disagreements with their mother or whatever. I send all of y'all love and peace and wholeness at this time. Bree just said the moon is in Scorpio. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot of sense. The moon being in Scorpio and having crazy dreams makes sense because Scorpio is another dreamy zodiac. Scorpio is the depth, the deep, dark waters. Scorpio is the mysteries of the world. Scorpio is very occultic. Scorpio is very, um, it will show you, some fear based things as an opportunity to overcome and as an opportunity to heal it. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, but also, Scorpio just shows you the truth of reality, that there is a quote unquote dark side to this experience that we call life. Life is both light and dark. Everything is not always pretty and gorgeous. And Scorpio really shows us that. Scorpio really shows us that underworld aspect of life. And yeah, so if you ever want to see or experience dreams that may be a little bit scary or that may cause you to tap into a level of strength, spiritual power, fall asleep on your back and watch what happens, right? Like, because when you're on your back, those chakras are just like wide open. They're just wide open. And yeah, that's just what happens. And that happened to me this morning. But fortunately, I'm not afraid when those things happen. And I want to encourage y'all to not be afraid. When you go into the dream space, and I'm going to get into the topic soon, but I just have to talk to y'all about what literally just happened because it's relevant. Like, my subconscious, my spirit team knows that I'm about to go live at 6:45 in the morning. So why at at 6:20, right? Why would I doze off and have this crazy ass dream, right? So I just want to tell y'all that whenever you're going into the dream space and things are chaotic and you are having to, let's say, spiritually defend yourself, or you feel like you're in a situation that could be scary, or it even could be what you might call a nightmare, to know that in the spiritual realm you have the most power. It's in our human physical reality that we feel debilitated, that we feel like we can't do what we need to do because we feel limited to our physical form. So I just want to tell y'all, like, nah. In your dream space, this is where the power of your word becomes even more that potent, right? Because in the spiritual realm, it says God created the heavens and the earths with his word, right? He said, let there be light, and there was light. So when we go into the spiritual realms, when we are in what they call spiritual warfare, the power is going to lie in your words. What you say in the spiritual realm matters. What you say in your physical reality matters. Your word is your sword. So whenever you are in a space where something may be looking off or weird or awkward, you get to speak to that thing, and it's not even using your mouth, right? But it's also telepathically, like in your mind, you get to say whatever it is you need to say to be recentered, to get back into a space that works and makes sense for you. So I say that also in life in general. I hear the song, this gospel song called I told the storm, I told the storm, you have to move. I command you to move today. Oh, storm, you got to go. I won't be defeated. Like it goes something like that. So it's a gospel song, I Told the Storm, where, it's literally speaking to the power of your words. I told the storm, you have to go, right? I command you to move, right? So that's the power that we have, where we can literally speak to whatever is going on in our lives, and by the power of our words, that those things shift. But when we speak our words, we have to have a certain level of conviction. We have to come with a certain level of power. We have to come with there can't be no hesitation. If you're going to yield your sword, you got to yield it powerfully, impeccably, fearlessly, or let's say even courageously, because sometimes there may even be a fear, but you need courage. All right. And so use that in your waking life and also in your sleeping life, right? Also in your dream state. Use that power of your word, yield your sword, and know that you are powerful. You are powerful, and there's nothing more powerful than you in existence. Okay? All right. So let's get into the healing power of fun, okay? Let's get into the healing power of fun. So, just this past weekend, yesterday, well, actually, let's go back to Friday. Shout out to everybody that's in Patreon, right? So, on Friday, our Patreon family member, Pacho, taught a class called Money Algorithm. If you were in the class, or if you listen back to the class, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you were in the class, or if you listen back to the class, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't, I want to encourage you to, in Patreon, go watch that class. Go listen back to it. It was super powerful, right? Even if you can only listen to the first first hour. In the first hour, it was absolutely powerful, right? So sometimes it's a long class. I think we were on there for almost like 3 hours. Okay, if you can't get through the 3 hours, at least listen to the first hour and get those activations, get those codes, right? But in that class, Pacho was talking about how we get stuck in these loops of thoughts, right? We get stuck in these loops of thinking, and how our RAS, our reticular activating system, this is a system in the brain, it goes and it looks for the proof or the validation of those thoughts. And so after she said that, I proposed a question that I feel like everybody needs to know, right? Like, we know that thoughts can be on a loop. We know that thoughts can be continuous and consecutive, but how do we let them go? How do we get out of that space? And you know what Pacho said in the class? She said, pleasure and play. Pleasure and play. And when she said that, it was just a remembrance to me, because this is something that I've studied in the past. This understanding that if we can feel good, we will change our lives. If we can feel excitement, joy, happy, things in our lives will begin to shift on their own, because we have vibrationally shifted. And Joe Dispenza also says it this way. Joe Dispenza says it this way. He says, you want to experience the event ahead of the event. You want to experience it through feeling the joy and the happiness in your body, right? And through creating joy and happiness inside of your body, this naturally will create aligned thoughts, aligned actions, right, with that which you desire. See, what we have to understand is that fun is fun. Abundance is abundance. Joy is joy. Love is love. So for me, for example, I have things that I desire to, create and manifest and experience. And a lot of times when we're on the path of manifestation, we can be hyper focused on that one thing. And that hyper focus on that one thing can sometimes be the very thing that stops it from coming into fruition because we're looking at it too much, we're dealing with it too much, or you know, we aren't allowing the waves to collapse and then it come forward, right? So that's the thing. There is a such thing as being overly focused on our desires, overly focused on what it is we want. There is a such thing as that. And so, but a powerful thing, right? But a powerful thing is that if you can get on the same frequency as those desires, even though you're not overthinking about it, you're not you're not over analyzing it, you're not over engaging with it. You get in the frequency of that thing, and then that frequency does what it does in bringing it into your life. And that's the healing power of fun. Okay? Dang it, I forgot to make y'all some moderators. Moderators, please. Okay, I got it. Boom, 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 boom. I got it. Boom. All right, perfect. So what we have to do is get in the frequency of joy, of love, of high vibrations, and just being in that space, it will welcome in that which we want, that which we desire. And so that's been some of the work that I've been doing, right? Like not really focusing on what I want, not really focusing on, okay, I want this, I got to do that, I got to do that. And instead, I've been focusing on how I feel. Abraham Hicks said it this way: feeling good is the work. So the more we feel good, the more we are on the frequency of abundance, of love, of gratitude, of experiences that we know would add so much value to our lives. And that's the healing power of fun. Okay? So just this past weekend, yesterday, for Father's Day, we had a little pool party with the family. Me, my brother, my stepfather, my mother, our kids, my brother's kids, we're all at the pool. And we had so much fun. When I tell you we had so much fun, it was so healing. I don't remember the last time I got in a pool with my mother. Like me and my mother are in a pool together side by side. Like, and even that within itself, like the whole time we were at the pool together, I was like, this is such a freaking blessing. Like, this is literally life, right? Like this moment right now is literally joy. This moment right now is literally everything. To be in a pool, 3 generations in a pool, my mother, me, my children. I was just so amazed by that, right? Let me ask y'all a question, right? So we in the pool, and of course, I like to play games in the pool. I'm not in there just like laying back or kicking my feet and all of that stuff like that. I like to play games. Let's do stuff. Let's play some Marco Polo. Let's play some Shark in the Water. Let's do some things like that. Do y'all do stuff like that when y'all are in the pool? Or are y'all the type of person that just wants to like kick back and maybe just float around, or maybe be all hugged up with your partner? Like, how are y'all in the pool? I like to play games. I like to test myself in the water. I actually would prefer to swim and compete and like me and dream, like, let's see who can swim the fastest. Lil Jenny says, I'd rather just kick back. I love that. I love that. And that's how it was at first, but I have a naturally competitive spirit. So Dream gets in the pool after So at first, I was in my whole relaxing mommy mode in the pool, really just watching my kids, just being close in case one of them go underwater and be, you know how that be when kids be in the pool, honey. That water go in their nose, they water go in their mouth, and they start freaking out. So I was originally just close just to support them if they were like to swallow water and get all freaked out, which did happen a couple of times. So we're in the water, and I tell Dream, let's see who can hold their breath the longest. And I love doing stuff like that because yes, it's competition, but it's a test for me. So my mother counts us off. 1, 2, 3. We take big breaths. It go under. Of course I beat Dream, right? Of course I beat him on the first round. I can hear, underwater you can still hear. I can hear him come up and start talking and laughing and doing whatever. And then I come up, he talking about, oh, I didn't know we was holding our nose. Y'all, if you know that you're going underwater just to sit underwater, is your nose going to be open or is your nose going to be closed? Y'all let me know. Because to me, if I were swimming underwater, of course I cannot hold my nose because I'm swimming. But if I'm just going underwater to just sit there for an extended amount of time, I'm going to hold my nose because that's going to give me more peace while I'm under there. I don't got to worry about no water going in my nose. What would y'all do? Y'all holding your nose or no? I'm going to tell y'all. If you're ever competing to see who can hold your breath the longest, hold your nose underwater. You'll always win. You will literally always win. Because when that nose is open and that water is going up into your nose, it's an added distraction. And when you're underwater, and Keon says I'm leaving it open. When you're underwater and you're trying to like stay calm, close it, right? Close it. Dream and my brother, they both had their nose open and they both kept losing to me. And I'm not, and Dream talking about, oh yeah, it's because she don't smoke. Okay, yeah, there is some accuracy to that. Of course I don't smoke, but neither do you. So what are you talking about? It don't have nothing to do with smoking. It has to do with the technique. It's because I'm keeping my nose closed. I'm not letting water just fly up in my nose. I'm older and smoked my 20s away. You are so funny. Yeah, maybe, but them 20s is a while ago though. Them 20s, that's a while ago. I think your lungs have been rejuvenated and revamped all of them fasts you done so far, right? It's done. Your lungs they've come back into order. Okay, love that, love that. So yeah, another game we played yesterday was a shark in the water. This was absolutely hilarious. Dream and my brother, I don't know why they are so silly, right? I'm the first shark, y'all. I don't do anything too fancy, right? I'm literally just walking, trying to catch them and touch them and get them out or whatever. Why Dream and my brother, when it's their turn to be the shark, right? When it's their turn to be the shark, literally they dive underwater, head first. They underwater. Oh my God, this was so exhilarating and so funny because they're underwater. They both have pretty wide like wingspans. They're underwater, and I got a baby in my hand. I think I was holding Kai. My mother was holding Kimmy, and we're all literally trying to get away from them. Absolutely hilarious. And it was so funny because my mother, she's holding Kim, but she's still competitive. She's still competitive. I'm like, Mama, you got Kim in your hand. You can't be so competitive. She running away from my brother while holding Kim. She tried to jump to make it safely to the other side of the pool. She tried to jump. Baby, her and Kim went under that water. Kimmy came out. I'm like, Ma, you just dunked my baby underwater. She did not know it was coming. Now she got to try to recover, right? Now she got to try to recover. You just had my girl under the water. But she did a good job. She recovered pretty well. She bounced back. But yeah, my mama dunked her under the water twice, unintentionally, just trying to be competitive. At the end of the day, when it was all said and done, though, we also played Marco Polo. So we got in 3 good games. We got in 3 good games as a family, right? As a family. My mother in the pool with us. What a blessing. Such a huge blessing. But at the end of the day, in that space of fun and play, my mind couldn't be anywhere else but there. And that's the healing power of fun. See my locks acting crazy because they done been all wet in the water. That's the healing power of fun. The healing power of fun is that when you're in those moments, that's where your brain is, that's where your attention is, that's where your energy is. And therefore, you can be focused on the things that are not working out in your life. 717, I shade. 717 is one of my spiritual numbers that I always see when I know that I am on the path. It's like my number, it's my reminder. You're balanced, you're on the path, you're doing your work, you're doing something that you need to be doing, and you're right in alignment. I love when I see 717. So when you're having fun, right? When you're taking action, when you're being excited, it forces you to be so fully present. And when you're in the present, you're not thinking about what happened in the past. Because a lot of the times, the thing that is keeping people in an unhealed and unrevitalized and not in a joyful state of being is we're thinking about the past. We're stuck in the past. We're telling ourselves old stories. Our mind is on what didn't go right, what didn't work out. Why did this have to happen to me? And then another thing that keeps us in a space of not welcoming in our desires is we're projecting to the future. What if it doesn't happen? What if I can't do it? What if it never comes to pass? What if I'm always going to be like this? What if I'm always... So we're either in the past or in the future. And we literally have been trained to think like that's okay. When the reality is the true healing power, the true manifestation power comes by what we are doing right now. Our right now is the thing that is always creating. So even if you thought a negative thought 10 minutes ago, even if you did something fear-based, right, yesterday, even if you got into an argument with your mama last week, right, none of that stuff matters. It does not matter. What matters is this present moment. And the more we allow ourselves to be in fun in this present moment, the more we are healing, the more we are creating, the more we are manifesting that which we desire. Because the frequency of fun is on the same frequency of all the things that we want. You know? Having more money in their bank account, that feels like fun. Having healthy love and relationship, that feels like fun. Traveling around the world, going to Bali and Thailand and Africa or just Miami or Atlanta, wherever it is you want to go, that feels like fun. So yesterday, spending time at the pool with my family and literally laughing. When I tell y'all we laughed for hours, that laughter, that fun literally opened all of us up to that which we desire. And here's what makes it even more powerful. Y'all know the Bible says, where 2 or 3 are gathered, so is he. So now when we have fun with the people that we love, now God is present in the fun. And that energy is multiplied. That energy is like quantum leap. It opens up so many different timelines and realities where more fun, more love, more excitement exists. And so this is why I am so excited, right, to be intentional about my fun. Like when it comes down to our kids, like I gotta plan something for them to do this week. Actually, I'm gonna get online, look at some stuff to do in Houston, maybe look and see what's happening at the local library and things like that. But the reason why their fun is so important to me is because when they're having fun, I'm having fun. The reason why I go outside with them every day and play tag with them and hide and seek and I chase them and I let them chase me is because that's fun. But not only is it fun, I just know and understand that that fun makes me forget about all the stresses and worries in my life. And if I'm not thinking about the stress, the worries, the fear, the frustration, if I'm not thinking about it, I'm not creating it. If I'm in my fun, I'm creating more fun. I'm creating more pleasure. And I'm training my body to know and feel like this is what I desire to experience. This is what I need more of. A lot of the times we don't realize that the thing that is creating more of what we don't want in our lives is the simple fact that we continue to sit in it, right? We ruminate, we simmer, right? We literally spend so much time in a mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical place that we don't desire to be in, not understanding that the more we stay in that place, the more we are inviting more of it into our lives. The longer you stay in a frequency that you don't desire, the more your spirit team, your higher self, God has to say to you, okay, I have to give you more of this experience because if I give you more of this experience, maybe you'll change how you're responding to it. So I encourage y'all this week to be very intentional about your fun. One of the things I'm going to be doing this upcoming Saturday, June 22nd, that is going to be so much fun for me, is me and the ladies, we're going to be coming together for a workshop. Ladies, you should be there. We're doing a awakening divine feminine energy workshop. I'm going to say workshop because it's not a class, it's a workshop. We're going to be doing the Awakening Divine Feminine Energy workshop for sacred love and abundance. And I just realized that divine feminine energy, or just feminine energy in general, and coming together as women, that's fun for me. That brings me excitement. That brings me joy. And I want you ladies to know that you can do this, right? Like, you don't have to stay stuck in this cycle of fighting yourself or going against what it is you desire or rejecting the desires of your heart, right? We don't have to stay in that place. Like, let's get out of it. Let's do some spiritual practices to learn how to have fun in our femininity. Femininity is actually fun. Femininity is fun. I'm going to make that a whole mantra. Femininity is fun, right? Because you get to be supported, you get to receive, you get to be taken care of. It can be intense because it also is very spiritual. It is also very intuitive. It sees and pierces into the unseen realm. Like that dream I just had earlier today. It was a lot of spiritual activity. And that's a result of feminine energy and that goddess energy really being awakened and being able to manage spiritual things. But femininity is fun, and I want y'all to understand that. So, ladies, babe, can you drop the link in the chat, babe? Hopefully Dream can drop the link in the chat. I can hear Kai crying, like Kai just woke up and he's like, "Where's my mama? She's supposed to be here with me." Dream's gonna drop the link in the chat. Also, y'all, so many of you have booked consultations. I don't know what's happening in the sky right now, but I just got an influx of consultations. Just happened over this weekend. I know what's happening in the sky. I know what's really happening. What's really happening is I'm in my fun. And as I'm in my fun, I attract more of what is fun to me, like having consultations and talking to women, right? So I want y'all to know when you book your consultation with me, you're going to receive an email that has the link to book your session. So let me reword that. When you pay for a consultation on my website, immediately once that payment goes through, you have to check your email from Desiree the Coach. Check your email. When you check your email, you're going to open it up. There's going to be a link there. There's going to be a link there. And from that link, you schedule what time works best for you. I need y'all to know that, because sometimes y'all are booking the consultation, you emailing me, and you're like, hey, I don't know how to do my appointment. Look at your confirmation email. Check your confirmation email, and then you can make your appointment from there. And then, lady of the district, girl, I don't have a watch on, but that's what I'm doing. What happened, lady of the district? Love Alchemy was like, when we did that in February. That's like almost 5 months ago. I'm more than happy to still do the consultation with you. And I'm going to ask you what happened. Let me know if you still have the link. If not, then we'll figure out how to send it to you. Yeah, I want to know what happened with that. What happened? What happened? Because it was up to you to book. It was up to you to book. You know, we give you the link. Once you got the link, you got to book the appointment that works for you. You know, we can't make the appointment for you. You got to make the appointment. You know, sometimes them conversations and consultations, they get deep. And I feel like a lot of people be knowing it, and a lot of people be like, ooh, I don't know, am I ready? Am I ready for all of that? Trust me, it's always good. Dream and I are very, man, I don't know, we just understand people, and the way that we talk to people, the way that we engage with people. Some people may be, you know, kind of nervous about that conversation, but it is always filled with so much love. It is always filled with so much laughter, even though we may be talking about something serious. It's just, we're always going to nourish you and pour into you and give you what you need, no matter what you tell us. You may think that you got the craziest life story, right? You may think that the trauma that you've experienced or whatever it is you're dealing with, you may think that it is so much and that it is so hard to talk about. But I want you to know that we got your back, and we're here to hold sacred space for y'all. But ladies, whether you are married or single, you need to join that workshop. Listen, Dream and I have been together for 9 years. In January, we'll be starting year 10 of us being together and growing together, and children and marriage and the whole nine, right? And I still, though we've been together and we know each other like like the back of our hand, I still am always working on myself to better our relationship. And I'm sure that he can say the same thing, vice versa. So even though you may be in a relationship, don't feel like the workshop is not for you, right? It is for you. It's definitely for you. It's definitely for the women in relationship, right? It's definitely for the women in relationship. It's for all women. It's for all women, because this awakening of this energy is just about you coming into a greater awareness of yourself and who and what you really are. And then from that awareness, you get to spread that energy with the people around you. And then you get to understand what it is you need from your friends, what it is you need from your man, what it is you need from potential partners, what it is you need from your business engagements, your work environment. But a lot of times, women, we haven't learned to become safe in that awakened femininity. And when we don't feel safe to be in it, we will, either be in an unhealthy state of femininity, which is a lack of discipline, always saying you're going with the flow, you know, not really being able to speak to what it is you need, kind of being passive, not really taking action on things, maybe even being distracted. Or the opposite side of that is being in masculine energy, which is, you know, not really being able to receive support, feedback, love, or overworking, overthinking, overactive, overgiving, over giving when you don't have, you don't have what you need to nourish yourself, all that good stuff like that. So this weekend, this Saturday, June 22nd, we're going to be talking about that. The link, Dream just dropped the link, so make sure y'all sign up. I'm excited about it. It's going to be about an hour and a half of just meditation, visualization, activation. That's what we're going to be tapping into. In fact, I need to get off of here right now so I can start working more on that presentation for y'all so that we can have us a good time, okay? So have some fun this week on purpose. Have some fun this week on purpose, and understand that that fun is healing because it brings you into the present moment. And if you are experiencing joy, fun, and excitement in the present moment, that is the energy that will be projected into your future, and you get to meet fun in your future. Fun gets to show up in your future, which will then be your present, but it gets to show up because you've practiced fun and excitement right now. And so, and just real quick, I want to say this. This is what also gave me this idea. So we just booked a vacation. We just booked a family vacation. We did that on Saturday. On Saturday, we booked a family vacation. We're going to all go out of town. We're going to go to a water park. My mother, my father, my children, my brothers and their children. We booked a family vacation that is literally happening next month. Like, we booked it quick, right? And I got to keep putting that together. I'm the family coordinator. Dream gonna tell me, what you mean you're the coordinator? I'm the one that's planning the vacation. What you talking about? What do I mean I'm the coordinator? Like, I got work to do. I got to get on my computer. I got to set up all the stuff. I got to get the itinerary together. What are we eating? What restaurants are we gonna go to as a big tribe? You know, what water park are we gonna go to? What day are we gonna go to it? Is it age appropriate? Like, these are all the things that I have to figure out as a coordinator, and I love it, right? I'm so excited about it. But when I say that that fun will meet you in the future, us going to the pool yesterday for Father's Day was literally a glimpse. Why do you got those glasses on? I know you're not about to come over here and act up.
Let's have some fun. Why not?
Us going to the pool on Saturday was literally a projection for what we're about to do in June. You gotta scoot back.
You see me though?
Why he gotta act so silly?
Really in the rise and get it on.
Why you act?
Yeah, have some fun. Have some fun in this thing. I'm having fun in this thing. Go ahead, baby.
That's how he gotta be. That's how he gotta be.
I'm cool in this
Hi, baby.
thing.
That's him. Silly. You say hi, Kai? You say hi? I love you. All right, y'all. They said he was on his Stevie mode. Good one, Jenny. Good one. He was absolutely on Stevie mode. Boy, why you slapping me like that? Yeah. All right, y'all. So have fun. That fun will meet you in your future. That's the message. Peace and love. Y'all have a good one. And ladies, oh my God. Ladies in Patreon, we got class today. Not class. We just gonna talk. We talking today at 9:30. So let me get off of here because I really got to prepare for that. Peace.